Hey everyone, what is going on? Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to half shaft a throttle body. Basically, there's not really an upgrade throttle body for the 2.5 Stratus intake, because that's what you got to use to clear the hood and everything. So I picked up this throttle body at the junkyard so I can half shaft it and swap it into my powder coated one. And what I mean is, if you look at it when it's fully open, so you got screws sticking up and you got that huge area in there that's taken up. Basically, we'll cut. So you'll have just the screws on the front here. When it's open, you'll just have the back where it's in. And I'll measure it real quick just so if anyone's curious how much more area I'm getting out of it. It doesn't seem like a lot, but every little bit helps. So on the Stratus, see here's the throttle body mounted to, a little plenum spacer and plate or throttle body spacer. But if I had an eclipsed upper plenum in here, it would come out in the back, and the booster and the cowls, all that in the way. So you got to use the 2.5. So it brings it out here. And the plate here and that tube are not much thicker than that opening, or much wider, I mean. So you're kind of limited with that throttle body. So that's why we're doing the, taking this one apart and trying it out. So, got my torque bits here because we'll have to pull off the TPS sensor, and then those two screws, and then I believe there's a snap ring on this side, and then this whole thing will slide out. You just take the tension off the spring and it will slide out this side. So you can see there is a little snap ring in there holding this in. So I'm gonna have to pop that off real quick. Got the screws out of here. Not sure if I'm gonna have to reuse them or get something different, because see, these are kind of countersunk in there a little bit. So I might have to get like something with a pan head. I'll try it, see how these fit. May have to shorten it or not, but now that'll come out. That'll come right out there. A little hard to do with one hand. Let me set this down real quick. So now we got the plate out. Some guys will knife edge this and stuff. I don't want to get into all that. Maybe I'll clean this one up and measure it to see how much more area you get once we cut this down. So now I just got to pull it off, and then you can see the gap where that plate sits. And basically we're going to cut off the front one so we just have the threads in the back. Snap ring pliers pulled out the end here. So now the spring's going to want to untwist, and should just have to pull this out. Again, need both hands. All right, so got it out. Almost lost my cutting wheels, but there's the spring, there's the spacer. So basically we just have to cut this side here with the indentations off and save the thread side right there on the groove. Don't want to go too far over where you might create an air gap or get into the bushing area, but we'll cut straight through and see what happens. So there we are, it's cut out. I'm going to smooth up these ends a little bit, maybe with a file or something, and then I'll assemble it real quick just to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to try to find a tape measure to measure, see how much area we opened up. So I put it all back together, and here's the cut piece. And basically what we took off was roughly like 4 millimeters tall by 50 millimeters long. So, about 2 inches by, I don't know, this doesn't have it. We'll just use metric. So it's 4 by 50. That's what we took out. So should see an improvement. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but this is a 57 millimeter throttle body. So, you'd probably see the same, going up to like 58 or 50, 59 or 60 mil. But again, I was limited by the backside here. Can probably find someone that could port and machine new stuff. But this is, you know, if you have a Dremel, it's basically a free mod. So here it is. Let me hold it open here for you. And as you can see, it's not symmetrical anymore, but we've cut out half the shaft. So when it's closed, it looks like that. It'll obviously need cleaned up, and those screws will need Loctited and trimmed down. But I'm going to use my existing throttle body, which is powder coated, and I got to get a new idle air control. So that's basically it. That was pretty simple. So hopefully you guys like this little video of how to make a half shaft throttle body. I'm not going to do knife edge or anything like that. I'm just going to clean it up and put it all together in the black powder coated one I have. And then whenever I do that on that video, maybe we'll do another 0 to 60 since we know what the current setup runs. We'll see if there's any slight improvements. I doubt it, but it might help just a tiny little bit. So hopefully you guys like this video. So like and subscribe. Till next time.